can hear him now, I guess.
What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. We got the whole squad in the building today. Steve-O, Bobby, C-Dub, myself, Haize in the building today. And the Chicago Bears finally had their joint practice. They got to hit some other people other than their own teammates. We're going to go overall from the takeaways that you heard. We'll get into some specifics. How you feeling about this practice, Dub? We'll go to you first.
I'm kind of mixed feelings with this practice. I'll go with the bad first. Theo Benedict had a pretty awful day in practice today, giving up consecutive sacks to the same person, Miles Murphy. To say that, maybe that's not going to go well in that competition for that left tackle position. We did see some guys back in the lineup, and Tyreek Stevenson and Terrell Smith. That gotta be a great thing to see, to get them back in the fold. And this is another great thing. Kyler Gordon and Jalen Jones were on the sideline. They didn't participate in practice, but maybe this symbolizes that they're on their way back to the field to participate. All in all, it's kind of disappointing that the Bears, overall, with all the reports, the offense didn't do that well against a kind of a mediocre at best Cincinnati Bengals offense. Albeit even over those some red zone touchdowns thrown by Caleb Wilson. It's just an up and down practice for me. Not that exciting to hear about the news today.
See, that's the thing. It seems like they had a lot of wow moments early on. It was a rough finish for them, but I mean, fair takes. We'll get into it. Bobby, how you feeling?
I feel decent, especially when I'm looking at a guy like Jalen Johnson, who getting some kudos from Jamar Chase, because what we want in Chicago is for Jalen Johnson to pretty much return to that level that we need him at. Obviously dealt with some injuries last season that kind of hindered him, and he didn't necessarily feel like himself. So I like to hear that Jamar Chase was giving kudos to Jalen Johnson. I also like that Caleb Williams came out firing. Obviously didn't finish strong, but that shows that he's competed. And I just overall like the joint practice as a whole, because you get to gauge your team versus Cincinnati Bengals team, who invested a lot into their defense. They went out there and made a huge trade this offseason with Dexter Lawrence. And then they also have two number one wide receivers, if we want to keep it a buck, in Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And their offensive line, to add on to it, is that's a unit that has now been together for 2 consecutive seasons. So just to hear the few things here and there about, different performances, what some guys did or what they allowed the other team to do, it's just all for the love of the game. I love to hear it.
Steve-O?
So, I think he said the perfect word. I'm pretty decent, but also I feel pretty good about it at the end of the day, because I didn't come in expecting we were just gonna light their ass up. This is a team that can put up points, and it's also a team that did address the front, and that's what showed today. Our interior line got their ass whooped a little bit towards the end. We gave little consecutive pressures up the middle. Some that left tackle back, like you mentioned with Theo Benedict, got handed to him. These are world class athletes at the end of the day. So, and it's a different look. So, I'm expected to happen when you're looking at the same thing over and over and over again. You pick up on tendencies, so certain things. The playbook. You get a gauge of everything. When it's somebody completely different coach staff, different game plans, that's the test. That's what you put your test to. And to be honest, I think it was good. One of the biggest things last year was starting off slow, and the fact that we came out fast, scoring, and main thing, our offense still looked like a Ben Johnson offense off rip into the end of practice is a good thing. The bad things, it is what it is. But I think all the bad things that happen, penalties, interceptions, that was a tip pass, stuff like that, all adjustable, all can be corrected. So this is the type of gauge that you want to have in a joint practice. And number one thing that I love about most anything, physicality, getting into the bullshit.
Facts.
Multiple scuffles, people being highly competitive, people around that's been going to the Bears camps has been saying, for the most part, this is one of the most physical training camps I've seen in years. So that's what I want to see, because that's going to replicate when the actual game starts.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and that's what you want to see. Like hearing that in the 11-on-11s, that Caleb Williams was making plays to everybody. Rome Odunze got involved. Kalif Raymond got involved. The play of the day went between him and Colston Loveland. Like, that's what you want to hear from this team. We'll talk about some of the struggles in it overall, but I think, it was up and down. Like, even the Cincinnati Bengals offense gave it to us as well. I think people forget it was 47-42 in a shootout last year when we faced off against them, right? Yeah. They made improvements. We made some improvements. So it just feels like it was very similar to that game that we had last year as far as both offenses locking in. Now, the part that was concerning, it seemed like the interior of the offensive line got work today. How concerned are y'all about that?
I'm not. I don't know about the interior of the offensive line. I'm more worried about the left tackle position. That's just me. It's looking like Braxton Jones is probably going to be the guy. Well, all the reports that's coming out, like Braxton Jones is his to lose. And by what Braxton Jones has showed us since he's been a Chicago Bear, I don't think that calls for me to be comfortable. So I'll just leave it there.
Okay.
I think it's cool, man, at least for right now. I know Joe Tooney, future Hall of Famer. I believe he's going to be good. Jonah Jackson is somebody that I have belief in, especially with him working on the next to Darnell Wright. I'm definitely going to be interested to see how Garrett Bradbury works with this offense. But I'm going to give him time. He is a veteran in this league, and I think that as a unit with the 3 interior guys, we should be good. But I think this was a great litmus test, as Haize has used in the past, to go ahead and gauge yourself versus some of the better defensive tackles. Dexter Lawrence has a chip on his shoulder this season simply because he was traded from the Giants and he played bad last year. So he's looking to wreak havoc and really work himself up to that level that we've seen him at before. But this is also a good thing for the Chicago Bears, giving them the idea that, hey, we got to bring it every day, even if it's practice. And but I'm not really concerned, though.
I'm not too much concerned either, for the most part. At the end of the day, it's fucking Dexter Lawrence. It's hard to keep that motherfucker at pivot for a long period of time. And that's what it was. Early on, we got good, but he got warmed up. And then it's hard to keep a bear stopped in the goddamn cave when he hungry. And he got hungry and he got after it. So, especially with, we took a decrease right there. We had an all-pro there at center at one point. Now Garrett Bradbury, which is a step down, and with Logan Jones. So it's just going to be, especially when you got a lower talent and a young person, chemistry is the main important thing. You got to get chemistry between the whole line. And that was a lot of things that I was hearing today. And, yeah, it was a good test. I don't think they failed today for the most part, but they got their ass whooped. So, and every now and then in practice, you got to get your ass whooped to recognize what you need to work on, because you don't need to be smelling your shit and don't think it stink.
It reminds me of the game last year where Max Crosby cooked us for the whole first
half.
Man,
what?
Game. Well, he was literally harassing us with everything that we did. We couldn't do nothing without seeing fucking Max Crosby's jersey all over us, right? But, so that's what it reminded me of hearing about Dex Lawrence, and also reportedly Miles Murphy got in Caleb Williams' face a lot in that game too. So there are a number of sacks given up. But I do think this, hearing that Braxton Jones got the start at left tackle, all I'm going to say is, nigga ain't say nothing. Have we not been here before? Is anybody surprised by this?
That's all I'm saying.
This is why every year where people be hyping up, don't get me wrong, I also say Braxton ain't nearly as bad as some people make him out to be. But Braxton is one of those players where there are going to be specific matchups when you have somebody like a Dexter Lawrence, when you have somebody that can keep getting in his face, he is going to look very bad in that case. And that is why the depth that we have now with Theo Bennett and Jedrick Wills, and even trusting Karan a little bit more, is going to be important, because on games like this where Braxton's getting cooked, you got to get his ass up out of there. You do.
Or they
Got
gonna
to.
have to damn near scheme some stuff open for him. The extra tight end, that swing tackle for
That
sure
too.
gonna have to be
My
helped.
mama, but Sam Rush gonna have to punch shit out of him, motherfucker. And preach.
Can,
As soon as
can I
you hit
ask
him,
the NFL Central guys something? Um, who was the right end and the left end for the Giants last season?
Brian Burns and Abdul Carter
Okay.
last season. They didn't have a good season on the defensive line last year for the Giants. Only Brian
Brian
Burns
Burns did.
he had a good year, but
yeah.
everybody else did not fit the bill.
Okay. That 0.5 sacks for your boy Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, that's why I said he coming back this season.
This is worst year. That was his
Yeah,
worst
because
year of his
he had a
life.
bad season last year.
Yeah,
No shit.
He
0.5.
coming back for blood, bro.
and yeah, he on demon
Okay.
now.
Okay.
But reportedly, it wasn't only just the Bears offensive line that struggled. Now the Bears defense did make some plays today, reportedly, which is good. Looks like Daniel Hardy got a sack today and some stuff like that. But like,
And that pick, he took that pick too.
Yeah, pick. And hearing that Joe Burrow though basically carved up this defense from the majority of it, and we know that we've had problems in the secondary. Is this concerning for you?
It's not that concerning to me for the defense. We got we trying to put our defense together. This is work in progress. I want to shout out the good thing in my boy Dylan Thieneman getting his second interception. And he got his antennas up. He got another interception today. Any good news for my boy Dylan is good for me because he's a young guy out there, and they're gonna try to pick on that young fella this season. They
for sure. Him and we may have two rookies starting in the secondary. Him and Malik Muhammad may both be out there.
Oh my goodness. Jesus.
But I'm looking at the whole defense like, let's keep it a buck. Joe Burrow healthy.
That's Joe.
Ben Johnson said it best. He's surgical with this shit.
Yeah.
So he not the one that's going to display a lot of athleticism. It's going to be a 3-step drop back, hitch, it's out. 5-step drop back, hitch, it's out. He's really surgical with it. And he has 2 outstanding wide receivers. Am I concerned? No. Will I keep my antennas up? Yes, because I definitely want to see these guys improve. And we know that being ranked at the bottom of the league at defensive statistical categories is just not going to cut it for the Chicago Bears this season. But I'm glad that it happened because this is the time where you want to get your ass whooped. You want to make mistakes so those things can be corrected because once the games actually start to matter, that's when things get, a little bit more realer for us over here, for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. Go ahead, Steve-O.
I'm just had to relook at the schedule, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I am concerned because we are going up against a schedule of quarterbacks that can throw the damn ball.
Okay.
And quite frankly, I'm scared with this defense specifically. I am scared of the quarterback that can stay in the pocket, and we play a lot of them motherfuckers this year that can stay in the pocket. So it's going to be very pivotal for this, not necessarily just get home, but it's going to be very pivotal to be executing on every level, and it's going to be very pivotal to get a lot of hurries, a lot of QB hits, and a lot of deflections. And turnovers got to be a point of issue because I just don't see this corners and these safeties holding up in coverage and in zones long enough against some of these talented quarterbacks and wide receivers we're going to go up against. I ain't going to lie to you. Joe Burrow is going to do that against any subpar secondary. And as of right now, we have a subpar secondary until further notice. So,
that's fair.
Hey, outside, it's probably like 3 games where I feel like they ain't carving us up.
So in the first few weeks, because I know it's Minnesota, you got the Eagles to deal
got
with.
Carolina, Vikings, Eagles. No. Jets, he ain't carving your ass up. Then you got Packers, Falcons. I don't think Tua. No, but everybody outside of that,
Tua ain't gonna cut it. But I got
Tua the Flash Tua. But after that, you got Patriots, Seahawks, Buccaneers, Saints. All them niggas can carve you up if you let them.
I think that's a valid point. It's valid.
So the pass rush is your biggest angst,
No,
it's the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you said that the quarterback going to be able to sit in that pocket and all day long. So I thought that you meant that the pass rush. would be the
Not
most.
not that they can sit in the pocket. It's just their pocket quarterback. They're people that's reading the field. They're not got like maybe Kyler might be somebody because he likes to lead the pocket. I feel like we're a defense. If you lead the pocket, that's when you're gonna get in trouble because we got athletic guys that can match up with that. And when you start playing, I think we'll be good in backyard football trying to get to the quarterback. But if it's a guy that he knows, boom, bang, boom, and this corner right there, and it's a young safety over there. Like Brock Purdy, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
Drip,
That's valid.
is you with me that Dennis Allen is going to have to coach his best year of football this year?
I mean, he's gonna have to coach his best year of football every year, regardless of everything. But I think
NFC.
I mean, I think that yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to use scheme to overcome your shortcomings in some places, like especially like, and that's if these injuries. I do think I get the feeling that a lot of these injuries, minus Kyler Gordon and of course Kobe Bryant, that a lot of these guys are going to be healthy by the start of the season. I think that you're seeing a lot of precaution with these guys as far as holding them out now. But with having just two rookies in that secondary, you're gonna have to like there are gonna be some things that you have to overcome. That's why you saw the Bears get, I think, a lot of veteran depth there because they know they're gonna have to rely on those veterans there. But I don't know. I'm not overly concerned about the secondary yet because, and maybe that's because I do expect them to be a lot more healthy when the season starts. Like I expect Tyreek, Jalen, whether Kyler or not, I think Malik Muhammad, Jalen Jones, all those guys are going to be out there. So I think we're going to have enough talent in the secondary. I don't know if we're going to be great. Like initially last year, coming into last season, we thought that our secondary was going to be the biggest strength of the defense. I don't know if I feel that way anymore with all the newness we have there. But I think we're still going to be very strong there.
Yeah, right now, I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking at the linebackers as being a strength until proven otherwise.
Which is a damn crazy thing to say.
Right.
For sure.
That's how I'm handling that right now. But I think it's just gonna be interesting. I'm definitely gonna let it play out a little bit longer. And I'm hoping that we can see him this Saturday, at least for 2 series, and see what they do.
I just on third down, he's gonna have to be aggressive on third down. And when it comes to
I say one blitz last week. I need more. But maybe that's something he holding back. You don't typically see a lot of blitz
started the game with a blitz.
Unless you fucking Brad Flores.
He started the game with a corner blitz, Steve-O.
Bro, that nigga Brad Flores said go.
He say go every play.
For real.
We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. Is there anything else out of practice that we haven't talked about that stood out to you that you guys want to talk about? I know the scuffles, things like that. Like, it's always good to see that. Like, in the sense that it didn't get any place where you're like, oh my God, it got over. Like, it's football. You're gonna get in each other's faces. Love hearing, like, Darnell Wright calls a little bit of it. You want to see that happen, when it comes down to it. Raymond McLeod got into it a little bit as well. You threw Josh Newton to the ground. I love what I'm hearing in regards to that one.
Oh, absolutely. Just to know that your team got fight. Yeah, you ain't no bitches out there. That's all good.
These was been fighting so much the NFL sent out a memo.
Like, calm y'all.
They just sent out a memo.
Somebody got fired today. Cowboys got fired
Cowboys
today.
And Saints both
500K and Saints 500. And even though they gonna find any way to get their money. But yeah, I love the fight. That's my favorite part about it. If you ain't got no fight, you the Dolphins.
But I also respect the NFL, bro. You don't want none of these people hurting themselves trying to knock somebody out and shit. I see a lot of people punching helmets like some dumbasses. Stop punching helmets.
Let their dumbass break their head. You should know better.
They do be punching helmets, though. It'd be crazy work.
Punching helmets is wild. You know how pissed off you gotta be to punch a helmet?
Punch a fucking helmet.
Punch a fucking helmet.
Ain't gonna lie, fool. I know because nigga, somebody ever yanked your motherfucking face mask? That shit hurt.
Listen, I was a running back. My face mask got hit all the goddamn time. So it is what it is.
Psychos.
Used to pain ass
psychos. They get hit every play. Psychos.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Anything left, fellas, man, before we get up out of here?
Daniel Hardy gonna be the D-Rob of this season.
I don't even know what you mean by that, and I don't know if that's good or bad.
Dominic Robinson had his little flashes, bro. Got paid. Got paid.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be times where Daniel ain't cutting it, and we need a motherfucker get to the quarterback. He gonna come in and smoke their ass. That's what we need. You just see what he did today. That motherfucker just jumped 40 inches in the air to tip that pass for that interception.
Oh my God.
That's a D. That's an edge, nigga. An edge jumping that high. Just saying. He already be tweaking. He already ain't right.
This man right here.
We gonna see what's to it for sure.
He OC as hell. You gotta let OC motherfuckers play on the edge. I'm sorry.
I agree with that.
Steve-O
I like
said
that.
enough
I like
for the
that.
special teams, Daniel Hardy. We want to see him on them. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
We'll see. I mean, we need as much toughness that we can get, to be honest with you, but yeah, we'll see how that's
gonna see
go.
it.
I want the Bears defense. Like, say what you will. Like, I get it. Takeaways were a big part of our identity last year. But I'd rather see, like, still get the takeaways, but I just want to see us be a tough defense. Like, even if we are giving up yards or whatever it is, like, when you hit motherfuckers, actually hit them. Like, make them think about it, like that type of thing. Like, if they're gonna get yards on it, make you fight for it. Make them have to go through 3-4 you motherfuckers before. The thing that pissed me off so much last year about this defense, there was way too many clean runs right up the middle, where motherfuckers getting 8 yards before they were even somebody near touching them. That's unacceptable for the Chicago Bears defense.
We ain't got big billings no more. We got Jordan Vandenberg and Jordan Lynch. So we gonna see what's going on.
Don't forget Neville Gallimore too, because
Neville and Dex. He said he working on a new technique. We gonna see.
Here's the thing about Dex, and Dex is perfect. Like, what he brings sack wise each year is about what you expect from a starting defensive tackle. If he can become even average as a run defender, at the defensive tackle, it would mean so much for him in the next stage of his game.
Yeah, absolutely agree, 100%.
And I just think he just need, when it comes to the run game, he just need to be more violent.
He needs to take the same mindset of, all right, get out my way. That's it. Just get out. Let me get to the ball. Like, I've never seen somebody who can get to the quarterback like in the way that he can as a DT. But in the awareness in the run game is just, it's like he's like, which way did he go? Which way did he go? Nigga, what?
or he hugged that nigga. He go hug, he get stuck like this. This is his favorite move.
Doing? So we'll see. I want to see a big season, because if Javon Dexter makes that step as a run defender this year and keeps what he's been able to do as a pass rusher the last 2 years, and what we've seen from Jordan Vandenberg, that's a formidable defensive tackle 1-2. If you can get to that being done. So let's hope that that's going to be the case, man.
For sure, man. Last point on Vandenberg real quick. Hey, man, that first step off the snap, it can be vicious. Keep working on that young man fundamentals, and because he could have had 2 sacks last week, and just keep working on it. He fell down on both of them. So just stay. We going to get better, though. We going to get better though.
That kid a hard worker, bro. I would not bet against that kid right there. He a hard worker.
No, he gives a damn. Him and Jaden Loving too, bro. Like, I tell you what, both them, bro. Like,
yeah.
Jaden Loving's probably going to end up on the practice squad, because I doubt we're going to carry 6 defensive tackles this year. But I do like that we got young guys that are fighting their ass off and that give a shit, bro. I really like that, because you need that pressure from the interior, man. It makes things so much easier on the rest of your defensive line when you're able to consistently get pressure from the interior.
Absolutely,
100%.
So. But all right, we want to appreciate you guys for tuning in with us, man, coming out and kicking it with us. We got the whole squad in the building, man. Make sure y'all go over to NFL Central. Go support Steve-O and Bobby over there. They passed 1,000 subs, but that don't mean that y'all need to stop subscribing. Still go over there, support them, bro, as they grow that channel. We got something special for y'all coming Saturday for the game. I'm gonna leave it at that. We got something very special for y'all coming Saturday. So make sure you guys stay in tune with us. You can follow us at Shy Bear Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. The number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. Chi-Town up, bear down, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.